Hi there, and welcome to day 7 of the Be More New Year Intention movement. We are halfway through, and look, it's been a great week of posts and contributions from fellow women out there, and today is no exception. I'm really excited to introduce you to my younger sister, Melissa. And I was really keen to bring Melissa along because she has been studying teaching now for 6 years. She's coming into her 7th year. And within that time, she's had 2 kids, continued working, and really just been pushing through trying to smash her goal of doing her teaching degree. So thanks so much, Melissa, for coming along and doing this interview with me. I think from a different perspective, you could probably offer some insight into how you juggle your time around studying and working and also being a mum. But yeah, so here we are in a new year, and this is your 7th year, I think you said,
Yep.
of studying. So how do you feel coming into this new year of working and studying and being a mum?
Yeah, well, it's exciting actually. As you said, I'm in my 7th year of studying now, and 7 years ago I put a planner in place, about an 8-year planner, so I'm a year ahead of my initial goal. So it's really can see the light now. I've got 4 subjects to go, and hopefully get that degree that I've been working towards.
No, it's great, and I've loved watching you go through your studies, and I've been there with you in helping you here and there, and I have to say that you're inspiring in terms of what you're doing and what you're juggling, and it takes, I think, a certain person to be able to juggle all of that into your life. So that's why I wanted to bring you along today. So how do you plan for a year ahead of studying and doing everything else that you've got to do?
Yeah, well, obviously my daily priority are my 2 children.
And your husband?
And my husband, of course.
Hi, Adam.
So I use a goal journal where I plan my week, what's ahead each week. During exam periods and that sort of thing, I have a planner on the fridge just so the whole family knows where I'm at and what I've got on.
And when to expect stressful Melissa?
That's right. And then I touch base with the planner weekly and see what I've completed and what I haven't completed. I look at why and do it again the following week or month.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So obviously you'd have a lot on your plate, and to study online and self-paced takes a lot of motivation. So how do you stay motivated, and how do you stay accountable to these goals that you've set?
For me, it's very much I need to be mentally motivated. My motivation comes from the interest that I'm obviously interested in teaching. So for me, the biggest step is actually to begin an assignment, and then from there I get inspired and motivated to continue.
Yeah, that's good. And yeah, definitely I think chasing your passion and doing what you love is what keeps you motivated. And I've seen, hands down, from as long as I can remember, that you've wanted to be a teacher, and you love working with kids, so it's no doubt that you still have that drive and that passion to get there and achieve that goal of becoming a teacher. So obviously throughout your studies and over the years, you've become a mum, so I'm assuming that your goal setting would have changed a little bit from when you first started your studies compared to, say, today. So how have you changed your goal setting, or what sort of challenges have you come across in setting your goals and planning your time?
The biggest challenge has been time management, and unfortunately, with having kids, timing of them being unwell, so having to put things on hold to care for them. is always a challenge. So it's just revisiting weekly what goals I haven't completed and resetting those for the following week or following weeks ahead. So it's just constantly checking in. And unfortunately, things are out of our control as mothers. Sometimes it doesn't work exactly to plan. So I think as I've been studying, I've gotten better to not be so hard on myself when I don't achieve what I set out to achieve, and just try and relax a little bit more.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Into that, I think,
Yeah, that's good. And it's definitely the underlying tone that has, I think, come out of from this movement is that it's all about finding balance and not being so hard on yourself if things don't go your way, because at the end of the day we can only control what we can control, and you're doing the best that you could do. I don't know how you went through it where you had 2 children with sleep deprivation. Maybe you've got a tip there on how you handled sleep deprivation while studying.
Yeah, I don't know. Just survive.
Just
not
taking
really
one
any
step
tips.
at a time.
I was lucky. My second actually was a very good baby, so I didn't have too many issues with her.
Yeah.
The first was a challenge.
Yeah.
But I will say 12 months ago I revisited my 8-year planner. I did, and wasn't where I should have been looking at a degree point of view. So I did 10 units. I got motivated. I put a yearly plan in place for last year to get myself back on track. And I succeeded. So once again, it's just revisiting your long-term goals as well as your short-term goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Good advice. So what keeps you inspired and what continues to challenge you?
What inspired me is, it's a big move to become a mature age student, especially when growing up, my desire and what I wanted in life was to be happily married and have kids. Ultimately, that was where my passion was, and then probably following that was to not just become a teacher but become a successful teacher. So what inspired me, I would probably say my mum. She had us kids, and she was a successful office secretarial position. She left the workforce to be home for us kids, and I know she's always spoken about, maybe not regret, but doing that limited her confidence to return back to the workforce when we began school. So I kind of, I think that sort of inspired me to keep my foot in the workforce and to also keep driving my passion to become a teacher, to not fall in that trap that she sort of fell in. That definitely inspired me. And I think also for my children and my niece and nephews, showing them that you're never too old to achieve what you want to achieve. Ideally, I could have completed the course straight after high school, but decided to work full time and get a bit more established, get a car, get a house and travel, and then study. And I think for that, I'll probably be a more benefit teacher to the education system, having experienced those other life experiences that I wouldn't have experienced had I studied 10 years younger. But I just really it inspires me to teach, like I said, my kids and, my niece and nephews that, just follow your dreams and set your targets and goals, and you're never too old to achieve them.
No, that's great. And I think as well, the opportunities that we have today compared to what our mum had and perhaps your parents had are completely different. And you know, there's such a support network around people who have kids and working and studying. And yeah, look, I can completely agree with what you're saying there too. It's good. So finally, what piece of advice would you offer somebody, you know, particularly a mum who may be considering studying? As you said, becoming a mature age student, you know, is a big sort of thing, particularly when you've been out of school for a while, and then also the people that you're studying with would be a lot younger than you, and then just, you know, trying to juggle, you know, everyday life as well.
Look, it's not always easy. There's definitely periods where it is tough when, like I said, when the kids are sick and when you do have, you know, 4 assignments to complete or whether what it might be. But I think in the end it is worth it. And now that I'm at the end of my degree, just that thought of graduating and actually achieving what I set out to achieve definitely outweighs those tough periods. I think it's important to have a support network around you, and I'm fortunate to have my husband Adam, who supports me and continues to drive me, as well as being someone I, you know, complain to, and, you know, just being that soundboard. I think that's important.
Plus your loving sister as well.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely, don't be put off by the hard work. I think that's what, you know, makes it all worthwhile, and you know, go for it.
And the celebration at the end is going to be a big one, particularly, you know, in your graduation, but also, you know, overall celebration of the great feat that you did. So
Definitely.
yeah.
Yep.
No, thanks so much, Melissa, for being a part of it. I can say that, you know, we are so proud of you and what you're doing, and it's great to see, you know, that you're keeping your dream alive, and even when it did get tough, or has gotten tough, you've just continued to push through, and you are absolutely a great role model for your kids and family around. And I wish you the luck for the rest of the year with your studies, and thanks. So
You're welcome.
thank you guys. There you have it, day 7 of the Be More New Year Intention movement. Keep an eye out. We've still got another week to go of some fabulous, inspiring women. So thanks again. See ya.
Bye.